Hello, students. Hello. You are welcome to today's class on animation. Now, in our last class, we remember very well, and we know that the animation was a bit complicated. And because of that, I have chosen to simplify the code so that in this class, we are looking at a much simpler animation, something that is not difficult to do. Is that clear? Without wasting time at all, let us go straight to the code so that we have a new simpler code for making an object move up and down and making it move back and forth. A simpler code for animation. That's what this class is about. A simpler code for animation. All right, let's get into the code now. Now we are familiar with our normal rectangle code. We'll start with that. We start with style, if we remember, and then style again, right? Now we are familiar with our dot rectangle. I'm sure all of you remember that one. Okay, dot rectangle. Give the curly braces, make a space, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That is my own choice. You can make your own 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3. This is HTML. It doesn't have the indentation compulsion. Okay, unlike Python. All right. So now that we have done this, the next thing we are looking at is the width. We know how to do that. Our colon and semicolon, 200 px, our favorite px. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 again. We know our height, and that gives us also, we are creating a square, so 200 px also. Okay, and finally, our background color. Our background color, which I'm going to make red. Okay, red. All right. This has given us the context of our work today. But because we are trying to simplify the animation, we are going to introduce one thing we've never done before, and that is called position. Position. And then the simple answer you just put is relative. This one is compulsory because we want to do a simpler animation. And you see how much more simple it is going to make our animation. Position relative means that anywhere on the screen, any size of the screen, choose a good position. That's why it is relative to the size of the screen. Is that clear? All right. So now animation used to have a lot of things in it. But because of our position relative, and now we have simplified our code, watch what we have. In this case now, we have the name of our animation function, back and forth, which you are familiar with. We jump straight to the time, 5 seconds. We jump straight to the number of repetitions, infinite, and for it to be going back and forth, repeat the motion, whatever you do in the opposite direction, alternate. That is all. Can you see how simple this code is? How simple this code is? Very, very simple. Okay. So what we are going to do now is we are going to proceed to doing the rest of our work. Now we know very well that the next thing is the keyframes. And that's all for animation. Can you see? Just back and forth, which is the name of the animation function. 5 seconds, which is the time. Infinite, meaning the motion will continue forever. And alternate, meaning when it goes in one direction, also move the opposite way. Can you see? Don't just disappear and start the motion again. All right, so let's now see how our keyframes are going to be. Remember, I said the animation code is going to be simpler. It's not just simpler at animation, we are also writing something simpler at keyframes. All of you should say thank you, Mr. Ayo, for giving us this simpler this simpler code. Because I have to do some research to make sure it is able to be simplified like this. Because I know the last one was a bit complex and it has been stressing you guys out. That was why I came up with this one. So in this one, we simply write keyframes and then we write our back and forth. Are you getting me? Then we simply open our brackets. Of course, we take it down, and inside we do our 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here we are going to have from. In front of from, we simply put our bracket again, and in that bracket we simply write. In the writing, we simply say from is going to be now coming from here left. Remember, our screen in English, we write it from left to right. So because the position is going to be left, so from left, that is how it's going to go. So the object is go start from left, and then our colon and semicolon, which we are familiar with, we are going to start from 0px from the left. And where will we stop? We will stop on toe. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and on our toe, we also do the same thing, our curly brace. But so, we will now also be left, but it's going to land where? It's going to land 200 px away from where it started. And that is all. Can you see how simple this code is? So this is for going from left to right. So it goes from start from left 0 and go 200 to the left. Do you see how beautiful it is? Start from left 0 and 200 left. Do you understand? From the left, go 200. Do you understand? All right. So let's now do our delivery, which is this one. Hold on. I want to move this text box. Okay. So now, where we have our div, we know the div is the one that will bring it out. And then, what will be delete our class will be equal to what? Rectangle. I believe we are familiar with this now. So let's take this code and go and paste it in our text editor. And voila! Okay. So there we have it. Back and forth with our animation. Let's look at our spellings. Our position is relative. Our keyframes and points. Let's see this spelling. Our class is rectangle. And there we have it. 5 seconds. Infinite alternates. And voila! There we are. Can we see? So for this, we have left and we have left. So we can see how it's moving left and right because I put left here. And if I put top here, you can see it's going to change and start moving up and down. Is that good? All right.